is, dude, my ass cheeks are just.
I'm not fully on it. I'm like a tiny bit.
Holy shit.
This is how you use it. Gonna start sweating. All right, what do we want to talk about? Or are we just gonna go into it? Because I have those couple things.
Okay.
Hot takes that'll get you canceled. That could be interesting.
I saw that one.
9 to 5 is the new prison sentence. Have you seen that shit on TikTok?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's like, dude, escape the Matrix. Like 9 to 5 is your worst enemy. Blah blah blah. But they're fucking like door dashing. Like it's like everyone's trying to be an entrepreneur and they're like fucking door dashing, Uber Eatsing, and it's like, dude, you're driving your fucking 2002 CRV, and it's like that shit's gonna die.
Wait, I've actually not seen that.
Overrated cars right now. I'd love to talk about the E90. I'd love to talk about the E90. Dream daily under 30 grand. That could be. What cars are undervalued? One thing car people lie about. M3 40i.
M3 40i.
Yeah, literally.
Welcome to the last episode of 2025.
Let's get into it, shall we? All right, how do we start? I mean, we could talk about the year, all the things we've done, what we've sold at least double digits worth of cars, right? I think we've bought, 3 or 4? I mean, personally, we've bought probably double digits, but no, that's exaggeration. Well, was the M4 in January?
The M4, I brought the M4, in January.
Okay, so that's
right after that Barbados trip.
Right, yeah, it was the
that
day
was
after.
A shitty. I think I might have been the shittiest car experience I ever had, like purchasing a car. I mean, I remember meeting with the person. I went to Massachusetts to meet up with the buyer, and I don't know if you remember, but I was sick.
I do remember that. That was bad.
I had food poisoning, and I had. I went to get checked, and they said I didn't have the flu, nothing, but I had a really bad fever. But I thought I had the flu. Fever. Dude, I think I had some shitty food, honestly. I think it might have just been the food, because I went to the doctor.
You drank the water there.
Dude, I went to the doctors, and they literally said, "You're fine. There's nothing." Huh. We didn't find anything, and I was like, "There's no way, dude. I'm like dying."
Yeah, I mean, because you didn't go on the catamaran, right?
Yeah.
Cruise?
Yeah. So we went to Barbados, and I got sick.
Second to last day.
Second to last day. Not bad. I had a great, we were there for 5 days?
No, I think we were there for a week.
Oh, was it a week?
I think it was about a week.
Okay. We were there for a week. And my second to last day, I got sick. And all of a sudden, I'm throwing up. I'm basically sweating in bed every night. Like I'm hot 1 hour, cold the next hour. And they ended up going on this booze cruise the second to last day, and I just couldn't go. I was just
that was a shame.
I was down.
That was a shame. That was a cool fucking trip.
Yeah.
That was a cool trip.
That was a cool trip overall, though. I just wish.
Oh yeah, like that. Yeah. I mean, other than getting.
Yeah.
Other than that part, great trip.
Dude, what was the Jeremy's?
Oh, Jeremy's, yeah, the piano bar. That was a cool night.
That was.
What was the English guy? There's 2 of them. Or whatever the fuck that was with them outside. Tom. One of their names was Tom. Who's the other guy? The tall one. Tom was the short motherfucker who might have been like 5'2".
I can't remember his name. They were chill. They were really chill, though.
They were chill until they started a fight with someone, didn't they?
Oh my God! End? Yes,
it was stupid.
Tom.
Yeah.
So this kid Tom that we met at Barbados. What bar were we at? I forget the name. It was down the street from Jeremy's. If anyone's been to Barbados before,
it was on like the Barbados row.
It was on like the famous bar strip. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't even call it a strip. It's more like a block. But
yeah. It's a better
it's
word
more like a block. So I ended up. So we were at this club, and I ended up buying shots for everyone, right? Cool, that happens. I get one of the shots to this random kid named Tom that happened to be there. Cool, great guy. He was British from England, whatever. And you gotta. That is Tom. That is Tom.
Say hello to Tom, everyone.
Hey Tom. um.
Let me sit back in my ab coaster. Go ahead.
So, I guess, and I don't remember this story to an exact extent, but basically, Tom ended up trying to. Or I think he might have insulted Mike's girlfriend, or did he try flirting with her? I can't remember.
I think he tried flirting with her.
Right, and then he insulted her because she like denied.
Yeah, she was like, "Get the fuck off me!" Like, "Fuck out of here." She might have called him ugly, and then he said some crazy shit to her. I don't remember. It was like,
Yeah, it was some crazy that we all were like, dude, whoa.
and
whoa,
like he
Tom.
kept going.
Yeah,
that
he
was the
kept
thing.
going.
Like he wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
He definitely called her chopped, but it was something like I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It was something kind of nuts.
Yeah.
What was it? It'll come back to me.
Yeah,
It'll come back
whatever.
to me.
The point is that he insulted her, and mind you, we're in Barbados with what?
10 guys?
Like 10,
Yeah.
maybe 12 of us.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! It was him and his best friend. His best friend was really cool guy. He was actually the one trying to defuse the situation.
Yeah, and
I
it's
don't
like
know.
everyone was fucking hammered, and everyone's like, "I'm gonna fight! I'm gonna fight! You're fucking dead! You're fucking dead!" It's like, dude, go home.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Get in the fucking taxi.
My favorite part, dude, I don't know who it was, when someone was like, dude, I would have beat his ass. I was just like, dude, you were not beating anyone up.
I would have beaten the fuck out of them. They're lucky that they fucking left. They would have like me. Like, dude, you fucking went in the taxi. Where the fuck was that kid? Let me try and find him.
Dude, I don't even know. But that was a great story, though. Definitely a highlight of that trip. Us almost jumping a few two New England guys.
Yeah, and like keep in mind they're like
England
maybe
guys,
as fucking skinny as my fucking finger. Like, yeah, I would have beat the shit out of them. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was 5, it's like 2 of them. So it's just that. Yeah. Crazy.
Welcome to Barbados.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a great trip though.
That was great. That was my first time out of the country.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that anyways? I don't think I ever really asked you.
What do you mean?
Like just how did it, I don't know, how like obviously being out of the country is like so it's just different. It's different because you're in a different country. Every country has their own like thing, their own it's not a first world country like we are, right?
Yeah.
What are they? Second or third?
Oh, I don't know. I probably shouldn't comment on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel I don't want to get canceled.
If I were to guess, I'm gonna say probably third.
I would say third. I would say third.
Probably third.
However, it's one of those really cool yet really sad situations when you think about it. Like you look at like all the resorts, and we stayed on the opposite side of the island of like wherever the strip was or the block, whatever you call it, where they had that huge mall with like what was the Cartier store we stopped in. Like we stayed at least a 30-minute taxi from there. Like we were in the heart of Barbados, or I guess on the outskirts. The heart of Barbados is where like the resorts are and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, the reason I bring that up is it's like you look at these like that block right where Jeremy's was, this very classy, but kind of casual piano bar, these kind of dive like bars, and you go to this like huge mall with this cigar lounge, $200 steak, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very cool, very luxurious. And then you get to like where we stayed, and it was pretty poor.
Yeah.
It wasn't unsafe per se, but it was pretty poor.
It was pretty poor. Well, then,
that trip was nuts. That
was
trip
nuts.
was just
it
nuts.
was weird though, because we were like in a poor place, but like we were in like a pretty nice house.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't nice when we left it, but it was a pretty
it
nice
was,
house.
It was
to
not
start.
nice when we left it, but we did clean up okay. But
Yeah.
anyways, we stayed in the B&B. We had a pool there.
Yeah.
I mean, the outside was great.
It was like
The
5 minutes
inside
from the
was
beach. It
awesome.
wasn't.
Yeah, no,
It was a
it
good
was a
spot.
great location, but you could definitely tell that it wasn't in the best area. But there was a lot of houses around though.
Yeah,
A
it
lot of
wasn't.
nice. I mean, nice for them, I guess.
And it's funny because it's like, it was probably like 3, 4 blocks from the beach.
Yeah,
And you could tell once you got to like the shore, it was a totally different vibe.
yeah,
And that's again like cool because we got to stay a lot fucking cheaper
yeah.
than to stay on the water.
Yeah.
It was like 5 minute walk, but at the same time, like it's kind of sad. Like I remember, I think it was you, me, and Lucas
Yeah.
went to the store like second day we got there. And it was what, like a 30, 40 minute walk? And some of it was treacherous. I
Yeah.
mean, like mansion, slums, slums. And it's like it's cool to experience, but it's also, I don't know, like it makes you feel bad.
It really does.
It makes you feel bad.
It really does.
Especially being a tourist. Like that was kind of my thing. It's
just being American down there. Just being an American down there. It's like damn. But I
yeah.
I like visiting just countries in general, kind of getting like a different perspective on each country because like
Sure.
wow, we're like I don't know. Every time I go, and it's not my first time being out of the country, but every time I do go out of the country and I visit different places, I always appreciate America a little more. I mean, which not many people will agree with, but like in a way, like wow, we're actually. It makes you a little more appreciative of just being born in the U.S. Because God, I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could even do that. I mean,
it's tough. I think about it. It's like, my mom's from, or I forget the story, but like my mom's mother is from Paris or something. So my mom was saying like technically we could apply for dual citizenship,
really?
Which would be cool.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I think she learned this out or found that out like a couple weeks ago. And we're
Okay.
deciding like I think it's a lot of money. I think it's a couple grand. And like it's cool to say like, oh, I have French citizenship. But I started thinking about it like, yeah, it'd be cool. I want to visit Paris. I want to visit, different parts of Europe. But with that being said, like I don't think I would ever live there.
Yeah.
Full time. It's just weird to think about. Like, I mean, I have family who's moved to like Paris. I've had family who's moved back to Poland, stuff like that, or like Israel. I don't know if I should talk about Israel, but it's just weird to me. Like, I don't see myself outside the country. Do I love what's going on in the country right now? Not particularly. But with that being said, I don't think you would ever get to the point where I could leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's just weird. Partially, it's because of culture and stuff, and also it's like this is like my home.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I could ever see myself uprooting myself and physically moving everything I know
Yeah.
across the world.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I meet a lot of people that like will just like go to a different country and just like it's just I mean for someone to do that it takes a lot because you think about it like you're like you said before you're leaving everything. You're starting in a different country.
Yeah, I mean talk about starting fresh.
Yeah.
Like, it is a fresh start, which some people need.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But,
it's like you have a completely different culture, a completely different living style, and the place in general, which is totally different. I mean, the laws, the politics, the people, the food. I mean, just how they live.
Have French fries.
Yeah, they do have French fries, which is popular. Was it ketchup and mayo? Mix it together.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I fucking hate mayo. I hate mayo.
Yeah, but like.
Moving on. Sorry. I find myself rocking.
Robert?
I don't know if it's because I have like chronic ADD. I find myself rocking like this whole
Nah, it's actually it's a lot of fucking fall. Yeah, I mean it's actually it's crazy though. I mean it definitely takes a lot. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I think that maybe at some point in life, but I think it's just a lot of things here and now, especially now. It'd be different. I could see myself doing that though, like later in life.
I could see myself
maybe
doing
not
it.
For lifetime.
Yeah, I could see myself doing it like when I graduate. Like fuck it, I'm gonna move to Europe for like 2 years or something and experience that.
Just be there, but not stay
forever.
There.
Yeah.
I think I mean I don't know. I always tell people this. Just obviously like experiencing different countries. I feel like not I feel, but I do think that we all should have some understanding of being in a different country, just so we can, I don't know, in a way develop, like I said before, just develop an understanding of what it's like and understand what other countries are currently
Sure.
living through. You know,
Yeah, I
that
can
kind
see
of thing.
that. Sure.
Like I feel like it's mandatory for everyone to like experience like some country that's not the U.S.
Yeah.
It just brings a bigger picture, you know, on just life.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I think to myself sometimes like, did I do myself a huge disservice not going abroad
Yeah.
during college? It's like I don't know where I'd go, but I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, it's not cheap. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
They make it sound like it's the
dude,
same.
abroad is so expensive.
I think it is, but at the same time, to have the opportunity, like they make it so easy to just live somewhere for like six
No,
months,
they
and
do.
there's a price to pay for that accessibility and that ease, right?
Yeah,
That
no,
comfort. Like
100%.
if you're going to Europe, if you're going to if you're going to Spain, if you're going like I had friends that went to Budapest. Like it's not easy to just uproot your life and go to Hungary.
Yeah,
Like that's just not common.
yeah,
So to be able to do that, but still have the security, the safety,
yeah,
aspect of it is really cool.
yeah,
But I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, I don't know. I remember getting like quotes for like, or not even quotes, like I don't even call it that, but more like asking around, like, all right, well, how much do universities actually charge students to go abroad and do their classes down there and do all these studies and whatnot
Yeah.
and so forth. That's a lot of money. I think I remember someone telling me they were asking like $5,000 to $6,000.
Oh, additional on top of tuition?
That I don't know for sure, but I think it might be on top of it. It's separate, so you're getting paid. You have to pay something. So I think you already pay your tuition,
I
but
see.
you also pay an additional.
Like the room and board and stuff like that.
Yeah, since you got to think about they're supplying food, a
Yeah, it depends
stay,
what program you're doing.
ticket.
Yeah. But with that being said, I mean, at UConn, I think before I was an RA, I think my room and board was like uh, the meal plan is like $5,500. I know that for sure, and room and board are technically separate. But I think my housing was like $9,000.
Really?
Yeah. So when you look at it, if it's 5 or 6 grand for room and board, even if it was 5 or 6 grand each, that's really not that much more expensive. Sure, you gotta get the plane ticket. Sure, you gotta do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But again, to be able to travel for 6 months, have a totally different experience for what an extra 4 or 5 grand. The grand scheme of things, it's not crazy. If you're spending $50,000, $60,000 a year on college, what's 65? In all honesty, it's like you're already digging yourself this huge financial hole.
True.
What's
True.
65?
I guess true. No, I see. I definitely see that.
I
But the
know.
fact that I know that, and then this is just based off experience as well. The fact that I know that I could get a plane ticket, plan ahead, get a plane ticket for I don't know $700 to $900 for a plane ticket, even as low as like six. If I'm lucky, five even sometimes depends on where you're flying into. If I get a ticket for that much to fly in somewhere, and you guys are, I mean, if you guys are watching this, you guys know that once you're in Europe, everything is cheap from there.
Yeah.
At least for us, maybe maybe a little more expensive for you guys, but for us, it's cheap. Once you're there, it's cheap.
Yeah.
You can basically go anywhere for what, $30, $90.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Um, but the fact that I know I can do that and get most of my value for the amount of money that I'm paying, like it's kind of given. And I swear I'm not spending $6,500 being there. I mean, I didn't even spend $6,500 being there for a month. I
Yeah,
think I spent like $3,000 when I was there for a month.
I see what you're saying. I feel like, and I hate, it's not like I love spending money,
Yeah,
but I feel like it's a different experience, like traveling on your own versus having the somewhat structured.
yeah.
And it's like, I mean, a semester is like 4 or 5 months, isn't it? So it's a much longer trip.
No, sure.
I'm sure it would be cheaper to do it on your own, like
Yeah.
you're saying, but also like keep in mind like the amount of kids that do it with you. There's something to be said with that too, like meeting new people. And there's
True,
something to be
true.
said about like, especially if you're doing study abroad, like, yes, there might be people from different countries, of course, right? That's doing it with you, but there'll be a lot of people from the US, right? Like my friends who went to Budapest, they have friends that go to like Ohio State,
Yeah, yeah,
I think one's from like Washington,
yeah.
shit like that. And it's like, that's when you start thinking like, that's a pretty cool experience.
True, true.
So I don't know how you weigh stuff like
No,
that.
no,
I have a really hard
that's true.
time weighing that
Yeah.
cost to value
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah,
Because like that's why I didn't do it. I was like, I'm an RA, I'd have to lose that, so now I have to pay for room again. Board, it could be like another $5 or $6 grand, and it's like I don't know if I want to travel for 4 or 5 months at a time.
yeah.
But on the other hand, like that experience, talking to people after they came back, like it's stuff they'll remember forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. Aside from like the cost, and it obviously depends on everyone's situation, but it's really not a bad. Overall, like there's a lot more pros than there is cons. Even if you have to spend $600 or $3 grand, you know what I mean? Definitely worth it for sure. 1,000%.
1,000%.
Mic'd up.
I'm mic'd up. Got tired of holding it.
Bro, this audio's like probably like not pick up at all.
Can you hear me? Testing.
We're gonna go play this clip. I'll play this video back, and it's gonna be no audio.
Happy New Year.
Not gonna hear a single thing that any of us are saying. Maybe mainly me, because I've had this on my.
I almost wonder if the
My
mics hurt us, and we should just put them on and not turn them on. Like, I mean, you and I were talking about just now. It's like there's so many different things you could get for podcasting.
Yeah.
And it's tough because it's like you could spend $20 on mics, which we did, or you could spend like $250, $300. And it's same with the camera. It's like we're using a 13 and a 16 iPhone, and we're talking about just now, like we can record in Pro Raw on an iPhone, and it makes you wonder, like, sure, you look at those big name podcasts, right? And I'm sure they have a DSLR or whatever you call it, those video camcorders that are probably $3 to $5 grand at least. And yeah, they probably shoot in 12K, 16K, a million frames per second. But again, like what is that cost analysis? It's like this is already so good that it's like, yeah, we could spend another $500, but how much better would the quality actually be? I have no idea. It could be immensely better.
Definitely better per se, but I guess like from an audience standpoint, or someone that's watching this right now, it's like there's always gonna be a fine line. Like, all right, I want to put it this way. So this is like bad quality, right?
Okay.
This is like accepted. This is not accepted.
So where are we? Here?
No, where I think so. I think
You think we're above accepted?
No. I think we're
at like barely.
I think we're at accepted. Okay. I think our last podcast, which
I don't know if that would ever get uploaded.
I think we're like here. We're figuring out our just the quality and the setting, the lighting.
That's kind of the cool part about this too. Is it's like if we ever gain like a cult following, they can always look back. Like I look at Mr. Beast, and it's like you look at the videos from like 10 years ago, and you look at the stuff he does now. And like it is kind of cool, and Mr. Beast always talks about like he watches them himself, and it's for him. But it'd also be cool just in general for us to look like, okay, if we do this 4 or 5 years down the line, like we can see we're probably not going to be sitting in ab coasters. But maybe we will, and maybe we'll keep that same kind of shtick.
Maybe that'll be like
I don't know,
a little unique thing.
I don't know. It's like, will we do that in the shop? I don't really know.
I've always wondered. Sorry to cut you off. I always wondered how much money Mr. Beast makes, because you got to think about what he does. He's shelling out so much money.
It depends.
And he's probably at least 20 videos ahead, right?
Yeah, there is that, and it's interesting. You look at like what he used to do versus the stuff, and I'm not like a huge Mr. Beast guy. I'll preface, sorry, but. With that being said, like I know he does like those Squid Game challenges, stuff like that. He has like 50 YouTubers come out. Like that's got to be like I would at least think 3 to 5 months minimum. To produce.
Yeah.
And then you look at the other videos where it probably takes like 5 days to a week to record, maybe another week to, edit it and upload it.
Yeah.
So, talk again about like opportunity costs and like the cost benefit analysis. Like, do you think the 5 months to put that one video together is worth that much more than the other ones? And I guess it's like you can shoot them kind of concurrently. Like, I guess it's like you're waiting and there's different stages. You have a staff. Like, it's not like you can only make one video at a time.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Let me make sure we're still recording. So it's tweaking out. I'm like, all right, we're good.
I mean, I'm thinking about it. Like, I really enjoy doing this kind of style stuff. And I know we kind of talked about it last week, but we really want to try, it's weird and I don't know what to talk about, what not to talk about, because it's really interesting because we want to be somewhat uncensored on this channel. In building the automotive brokerage, SVJ Auto Group, you want to be really careful because there's a lot of synergy. There's a lot of stuff you can do it together, a lot of stuff you can cross post. But at the same time, if I'm saying fuck shit every 5 minutes, that it's about, portraying the image we want, having that personal brand. And I guess not personal, right? But more the business, the actual brand itself.
Yeah.
And stuff like this. Like, I'm just spitballing right now. I don't want this on our main page. Like, I don't want this on the SVJ page where I'm just saying random bullshit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, what kind of content do we record? Like, do we do a lot of lifestyle? And I don't even know what the fuck lifestyle is. So I don't know, like goals for 2026, like at least Battle Alignment. I'd love to at least be able to record 1 to 3 podcast sessions a month, regardless of any other content we make, and we have a lot of other ideas that we could share, but I want to at least have like a sit down and kind of like a check-in every, I don't know, like 1 to 3 times a month. Speaking of hot takes that'll get you canceled,
1, 2, 3.
You think that would get me canceled or us canceled if I drop the N-word right now? Like, look at TJR, look at like Brez Scales, whatever the fuck his name is, and like, I'm actually curious to hear your opinion on this because it's like, I get that, and you and I have talked extensively about the N-word, but it's like, yeah, it's just a word, but like, they're almost using it as marketing.
Yeah.
Like TJR, and I think he does hilarious stuff. With that being said, like, oh, Jesus. He's using the N-word as like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it gets views, but like, does he get canceled? There has to be a lot of people. Well, I guess not to the effect that he stopped doing it, but there's no way that there isn't a lot of people who are saying cancel TJR. Like, this is not okay. This is not acceptable.
There's probably a few people, but the thing that sucks about society is like you have a bigger section, you have a bigger group of people that are saying, oh, dude, like it's just a word. And then you have like another group that's saying, dude, cancel this guy. But the bigger group is the person or is the group that's saying, oh, dude, this is hilarious. This is funny. So one weighs out the other. And then the smaller group kind of slowly merges with the bigger group. And then all of a sudden, hey, it's fine, right? Because people like to follow each other.
If you can't beat them, join them.
People, yeah, exactly. People like to follow each other. And that's basically what I'm saying.
I guess it's like ethics versus laws. The ethical versus, lawful debate.
Yeah.
Like, just because something's legal, like, you can go and register LLC in Montana, and there's nothing stopping you. You can have a business in Montana and register your vehicles under it, and technically it is a business vehicle, but people are getting fined and going to jail for tax evasion. I think partially because, yeah, some of it is illegal, but also I think there's an ethical point to it. It's like, yeah, you don't want to pay sales tax, and I don't love spending money more than the next person. With that being said, though, like, it's really tough because, like, sales tax, like, again, I'm not an econ guy, right? I'm not a tax guy. I'm not an accountant, whatever the hell you call it. But it's like, taxes do benefit society. Could they go towards better uses? Sure. Are there people that abuse the system? Are there things that could be improved about the system? No doubt. But with that being said, like, taxes go to public things like roads, like schools, like stuff we need to survive. It's like the roads were icy. Someone needs to get paid to go salt those roads. And where does that money come from? And I would think a lot of that money comes from taxes. Maybe not car, motor vehicle sales tax. But with that being said, it's like, what is your ethical obligation? What's your duty to society to pay into that? It's like you see the guys with like Paganis and, SVJs and even, like $50,000, $60,000 cars avoiding sales tax. And I see both sides because it's like, one, the tax code is there. There's nothing illegal about having a business in Montana. You can have a daycare. You can have the Leering Center in Montana. Like you might have zero customers. You can have business on Montana and make zero money. There's nothing illegal about having a business and not making money off of it. With that being said, if you're going to commit fraud, admit to yourself that you're going to commit fraud. At least in my opinion. I don't know what you have to say about that, but
yeah, honestly, I don't even know. Never done it, so
yeah, we have zero experience, but
never done it. Never done it. Yeah,
or Florida, or Georgia, or Virginia,
Tennessee.
I messaged someone on Facebook because I saw an ad. They were advertising for $2,000 with insurance and overnight shipping. They would give you dealer plates.
Dude, I saw that.
How is that? How is that possible?
There's people
overnight. How is that legal? And 3, if you hit a family of 8 and you crash and T-bone into a school bus and you get sued, who gets sued? Like, is it one dealership or one company giving the same dealer plates to multiple different people? Dude, or is it separate insurance policies?
I have a theory that those dealer plates aren't actually legit. There is no way
interesting.
Legit.
So you think it's all just a scam?
I think so. I mean, they're the same way with people that are official marketplace right now, sending apartment applications. They're not ever.
Yeah, that's nuts.
They're not either one seeing the apartments.
I've never heard that. Yeah,
one seeing the apartments, crazy. Or 2, they're having these real life showings with a real life person in real life IRL, and then they send them a link like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you this link. We'll follow up the next day. I hope you like the house. Once you fill this out, let me know and send your payment. Yeah. And we'll talk soon, and we'll see if you get accepted."
That's actually happening.
And then they end up paying, and then they don't hear from the person ever again.
Like, how do they get in? How do they show the house? Do they physically just break in?
Dude.
Or I'm not a real estate guy, but like for a house that's being shown, like, is it a common thing to just leave it unlocked? I guess if there's no furniture and stuff, you leave it unlocked.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, but I went through a whole Reddit rabbit hole.
Oh, good.
And it's legit. It's an actual thing. And not only that, but I wanted to see for myself, so I texted one of these people that were scammers.
Oh, you fished the fisher?
Yeah, I fished the fisher basically. And literally it was the same thing. They'll hit you with the, "Hey, send me over your phone number, or and I'll text you over and ask you a few questions about yourself and what you're looking for." And once you go through that whole 3-minute back and forth conversation, they'll send you a link and you fill it out, your credit application, and you never hear from them again.
I mean, that's just for all the effort. And I always say this, it's like there are a lot of get-rich-quick schemes you could do, a lot of illegal shit to get a lot of money quick, but it's not like they're easy.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a lot of planning. Or switching it to cars, like when you look at all the transporter scammers, they will fake a certificate of pickup, like actual documents. They'll fake everything and make it look like they're the real business. That's not easy. To buy that domain, to make a website, they'll steal someone's name and make an email, and it's real. Like, it looks real. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, they probably made a couple grand off of stealing your GTI from the South. But it's like, if you actually got a real fucking job, you probably make the same amount of
money. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, it's very, for something like that, especially like,
how much is an application fee for a rental property? $300?
No.
More?
It's like, dude, hell no. It's not even near 100. It's like $50.
So it's like, imagine you're going. How devious are you? How much of a loser are you that you're breaking and entering? You're faking, you're impersonating a real person. You're spending your time, you're showing yourself in person. There's a lot of risk there. Like online scamming, sure, whatever, you could VPN it, whatever, but you're actually showing up in person. Like, what if someone takes a photo of you? Like, I mean, that's just insane to me. For $100, you're going to be putting in that much work? DoorDash.
With the meta glasses.
Yeah, I mean, DoorDash. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I hate DoorDash. I think DoorDash is the scum of the earth. The company DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that, all of those companies. But even with that being said, you would make more money DoorDashing.
Yeah. I mean, I think they end up charging is like $25-$50 per application fee.
It's like,
but it's like, all right, dude, you did all that work for what, $50? But these are the same people that.
And are they sending it in Bitcoin? Like, how's it not traceable?
Dude, but
like, I don't like.
These are the same people that value $50 and they think it's like the world to them. So like,
is it
for someone, dude? To scam someone, hell yeah.
I'd rather. If you were, I'd rather walk into somewhere like this and be like, "Give me your wallet." Like that would be a more effective way to get money.
If you're that low in life, right? If you're really low in life, you have no money, you don't have a job because you have a felony, right? And you resort to scamming people. $50 is probably going to mean a lot to you.
Is it? Because I feel like there are a lot more better ways to scam people. Like become a Nigerian prince and get old Aunt Grandma Ashley to send you $90,000. Like there was the investment. Did you hear about that investment firm that you could like invest into crypto? And it'd be like, here's the link, deposit your funds. And people would put like $80,000, $90,000 into this wire transfer.
Oh, wow.
That's effective.
Yeah.
If you're going to commit a felony, if you're going to go to jail for nearly life, ruin someone else's life, at least go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Or like, again, you know what this is, to someone and steal, rob from a bank. Like, I feel like if you're going to commit a real crime, go big or go home.
Yeah, true.
Like for $50, like what kind of fucking bum are you?
Just do some money heist shit.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, money heist.
I don't get it. It's like.
Yeah. Yeah. Go big or go home, guys.
I do. All right. Cut it for 2 seconds. No, I've been holding that one in. I do kind of want to talk about overrated cars.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, please.
The Honda S2000s. Dude, I don't know why.
That's a tough one.
Fucking world would anyone pay $22,000, $25,000 for a shitty Japanese car? I'm gonna say right now.
I'm thinking S2K over an E90 M3. Swear to God, like I'm taking an S2K over an E90. Right. I think I'm taking.
Bro, I'm fucking with me right
now. I'm taking probably any other BMW than the E90. We'll get to the E90.
I'm throwing that S2000 in the trash. I'm blowing it up.
But why?
Putting C4 on it.
Like have you?
Sticky bomb.
I'm not a JDM guy, but have you looked into? Have you ever driven an S2000? Because I'd really like to. Because you also need to keep in mind. Like, we have a client who has a 97 M3. It's an E36, and it's a dine-in. It is an automatic, but it is a dine-in tuned automatic. You know, it's got the cold air intake, all that crap. But that's not an insanely fast car by today's standards. However, when you look at if you bought that car in 97, even if you bought it 10, 20 years ago, think about how much car that was. And I think you got to look at the S2000. Too. There's a lot of nostalgia, and you got to look at the E39 M5, right? Like the people who are spending 40, 50 grand on E39 M5 is because that was their dream car of the time. And the S2K, just like I'm not a Mitsubishi guy, I'm not a 3000 GT guy. What is it, the 4000 GT? That's like terrible reliability. I hate the RX-7. I hate the rotary. I think it's stupid. With that being said, I understand why people spend 40, 50 grand on one. And I get that with the S2K.
In 2025, I don't think the S2K should be worth anywhere near 20.
Yeah, but in fairness, you can find Miatas. You can't find a good Miata like the late 90s, the pop-up Miata, that isn't clapped or even somewhat not clapped. You know, okay, with 150,000 miles on the dash for like under 10 grand. Am I wrong? Like Miatas are 5-figure money now.
No, 100%.
And I think if you're looking at that market, like I would much rather spend 5-6 grand more to get an S2K than I would get a Miata.
I get E92.
Yeah, I mean, that's on me for bringing that up. I hate the E92, E90, the shitty ass M3, the only M3 with the V8. There's a reason there was never a V8 in that car. With that being said, like, I think it's hard to compare. Like, what would you compare the S2K to for that kind of money? End it on that.
We're gonna wrap it up.
End it on that. Poor guy.
Yeah, I know. All right. See you guys.
Smell ya.